Unable to keep up with the who, the when, the why, and the how. Wow, you are in luck. It's a little late, but that's why you're here for last week's news. Now.
And here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. All right, it's another Monday and another week in entertainment and pop culture has happened. And here are some stories you might have missed. So all links will be down below in the description. So let's not waste any time. Let's just jump right in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now our first story comes to us from The Hollywood Reporter, where the fourth season of The Boys from Amazon will drop this week. And showrunner Eric Kripke, in this article right here, says unapologetically that his show is about Trumpism, as the character Homelander acts as a metaphor for the former president. Now, when asked about anyone who calls his show woke, he responds with, "Okay, then go watch something else."
Are you stupid or something?
Now, I can't help but think that I'm reminded about someone who, when talking about superhero stories in comic books, said, "If you don't like my politics, don't buy my book." That ended really well. But hey, Eric, I'm sure this will work great for you. Keep up the good work. So our next story, we're going to go over to Screen Rant. And we're going to go back to our weekly trip to the House of Mouse, and we're going to take a look at Marvel Studios. Now, in this article here, it is reported that there is going to be a 60-character cast, about double the final battle in Endgame for the fifth Avengers film.
But why?
Now, the author seems to think that this massive roster is just what the franchise needs to put the MCU back on top, not just in the box office, but at the top of Hollywood as well.
Never gonna happen.
And now for our next story, we're going to stick with Screen Rant, but we're going to move on over to Lucasfilm, where this article right here talks about the most recent Disney Plus installment, The Acolyte. Now, apparently this series is being review bombed by those toxic Star Wars fans. Well, unfortunately, this chart showing the critic and audience scores from Rotten Tomatoes is also in the article. Now, as you can see, these pesky, toxic review bombing fans from Mando Season 1 and 2, critics and fans largely agree. Book of Boba Fett, they agree for the most part that the series was bad. Obi-Wan, there is a disparity, sure, and this is kind of where some of that toxic fandom chatter started. But there was a rebound with Andor. For the most part, critics and audience members agree, favorable score. It's when Mando Season 3 dropped, and then followed by Ahsoka, and now The Acolyte, that we see the consistent disparity in scores. So, did the toxic fans just show up for Mandalorian Season 3? Or is review bombing not a thing and Disney just put out a crappy product and they're just looking for someone to blame?
Check and mate.
Now, next story, I saw this on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, from someone who buys into the review bombing narrative, and that being Grace Randolph. This post right here, she calls out the critics of the latest Disney Plus thing grifters. People who simply hate a thing in order to make money. Well, her monetized YouTube channel, Beyond the Trailer, is actually owned by Penske Media. Who's Penske Media? Well, they own various media outlets such as The Hollywood Reporter, Deadline Hollywood, and Variety, just to name a few. These are Hollywood trade publications that are paid mouthpieces for the studios, just like Disney. So Grace is being paid to praise the latest Disney thing, which not only makes Grace a grifter, but, hey Grace.
You're a dumb bitch.
Just had to say it. But for our last story, we're going to go back to The Hollywood Reporter, where WWE superstars jumping into Hollywood into acting roles is not uncommon, with the most notable being the likes of John Cena, Dave Bautista, and, I guess, The Rock. But we haven't seen much in the way of the women of the WWE. Well, that is about to change, as according to this article right here, Paradigm Agency has signed an exclusive deal with Tiffany Stratton, where Paradigm will handle all of her business in regards to books, graphic novels, brand partnerships, speaking engagements, and yes, acting. Now, if the former Team USA gymnast takes to acting as she has taken to professional wrestling, Tinseltown, dare I say, might soon be called Tiffy Town.
Duh.
But these are some stories you might have missed in the world of entertainment and pop culture. Now I want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. And be sure to check me out tonight, 7 p.m. from Legion Talk simulcasting here as well. We are there, folks. The season 1 finale of House of the Dragon, jumping into season 2 right away next week. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up if you didn't like the video. Hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys all very soon. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. And always have fun! Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.